You're listening to Uranium Spotlight on Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Brought to you by Purepoint Uranium Group, your exploration partner in Canada's Athabasca Basin. Purepoint has commenced a 5,000-meter drill program at Turner Lake, a project surrounded by extensive exploration from industry leaders and on trend with the highest uranium-grade deposit in the world. And now your host, Chris Frostad.
This week on Uranium Spotlight, the U.S.'s Russian ban takes effect. More reactor restarts are on the horizon, and the first publicly listed microreactor manufacturer completes their IPO. Last week, the uranium spot price fluctuated slightly, closing the week down 60 cents to $91 per pound U3O8. Following President Biden's signing of the U.S.-Russian uranium ban bill last week, the uranium spot and term markets exhibited cautious trading behaviors. The directive, effective immediately, mandates U.S. utilities to secure waivers for future shipments from Russia, propelling a rush to comprehend the new compliance landscape. In the spot market, trading was tepid at the start of the week, with only a single 50,000-pound transaction on Monday. The market remained largely inactive until Thursday, when prices and activity saw a modest uptick. Cameco and Orano offered slightly more competitive terms compared to Converdyne, leading to a series of transactions. By Friday, the spot price had rallied to $91 a pound, with the week closing on a higher note after several small lot transactions totaling about 650,000 pounds of U3O8. Conversely, the term market was quieter, with no significant new contracts reported. A non-U.S. utility is currently reviewing offers for a substantial supply of U3O8, indicating a cautious but ongoing interest in securing long-term supplies amid a fluctuating regulatory environment. As stakeholders convene at the WNFM in Atlanta, discussions are anticipated to focus on the bill's implications on fuel markets and long-term procurement strategies. This regulatory shift underscores the delicate balance between policy and market dynamics in the global uranium industry. The recent enactment of the United States government's ban on importation of Russian uranium marks a significant development in the uranium market. Russia currently holds the position of being the top supplier of nuclear fuel to the United States, alongside being one of its primary sources of natural uranium. According to Jonathan Hines, president of UXC, a prominent uranium and nuclear fuel market research firm, the cessation of Russian uranium supplies could potentially lead to a 20% increase in uranium prices. This comes at a time when uranium prices have already surged nearly fourfold since 2021. Analysts had anticipated further price hikes regardless of the ban. Under the current ban, utilities have the option to apply for waivers to access Russian fuel supplies. However, such waivers require justification based on national interest or the unavailability of alternative uranium sources. Concerns loom regarding possible Russian retaliation, with indications surfacing as early as September, when Russian state-owned fuel supplier TENEX issued warnings of potential supply cuts in response to the ban. Recent developments have intensified as TENEX issued a force majeure notice granting U.S. utilities a 60-day window to secure waivers or risk losing their position in the queue for future uranium shipments. Although TENEX suggested that utilities could regain their position later, it cautioned that reactor shutdowns might be necessary in the interim. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan emphasized the significance of the ban, heralding it as a step towards revitalizing America's leadership in the nuclear sector. The ban is viewed as pivotal in securing the nation's energy sector for future generations, with plans underway to bolster domestic enrichment capacity. The Department of Energy echoed similar sentiments, framing the ban as a strategic move to bolster capacity within the United States. Efforts are underway to support fuel development for existing nuclear plants, including initiatives to expand domestic enrichment and conversion production capacity. While transitioning away from Russian nuclear fuel presents challenges, the United States can rely on close allies such as Australia and Canada, which boast the world's largest and third largest reserves of natural uranium, respectively. Both countries hold significant potential to meet the demand for uranium if production is scaled up. The upcoming restart of the Palisades plant in Michigan, thanks to a significant federal loan secured by Holtec, its owner and operator, is a crucial development. This move sets a precedent for other reactors in the United States to potentially follow suit. With the energy sector facing a burgeoning crisis driven by escalating demand from AI data centers, electric vehicles, and the electrification of heavy industry, the need for increased energy generation is pressing. Annual energy demand is already surging by 5 to 6%, and this trajectory shows no signs of abating. Among the reactors under consideration for recertification and restart is 3 Mile Island Unit 1. Unlike its counterpart, 3 Mile Island Unit 2, which experienced a partial meltdown in 1979 without casualties, Unit 1 operated continuously until it shut down in 2019 due to competition from low-cost natural gas plants. Joseph Dominguez, CEO of Constellation Energy, the plant's owner, acknowledged the potential for restarting Unit 1, citing the successful examples of Palisades. However, he refrained from disclosing specifics, stating that they're not yet ready to divulge details regarding capital and other matters. While the future of 3 Mile Island Unit 1 remains uncertain, one fact is clear. The United States will require additional electricity generation. Whether through reviving old reactors or alternative means, meeting this demand is imperative. NANO Nuclear Energy, Inc. made history as the first U.S. publicly listed company focusing on portable nuclear microreactors. The company's recent initial public offering marked a significant step in its mission to revolutionize the nuclear energy landscape. With a focus on portable micronuclear reactors, nuclear fuel fabrication, and transportation, NANO Nuclear aims to be a diversified and vertically integrated, technology-driven nuclear energy company. The IPO's financing, which closed on May 10, 2024, saw net proceeds amounting to approximately $9 million. Trading under the symbol NNE on the NASDAQ Capital Market commenced on May 8, 2024. NANO Nuclear's microreactor designs, including Zeus and Odin, are set to produce 1 to 2 megawatts of electric output, offering versatile and clean energy solutions. The company plans to utilize the IPO proceeds to advance its research and development efforts, enhance nuclear fuel fabrication capabilities, and bolster general corporate purposes and working capital. The company's executive advisory board, which includes prominent figures like General Wesley K. Clark, underscores its commitment to excellence and innovation in the nuclear energy sector. General Clark's endorsement highlights the potential of NANO Nuclear's technology to meet critical energy needs, especially in military and defense applications. NANO Nuclear's pioneering efforts in portable nuclear microreactors reflect a broader trend towards sustainable and efficient energy solutions, making it a significant player to watch in both the uranium equities market and the broader nuclear energy industry. And that wraps up your Uranium Spotlight coverage for this week. For more news and events from the world of uranium, please tune in next week to Uranium Spotlight.
You've been listening to Uranium Spotlight, your weekly podcast dedicated to delivering the latest news and events shaping the uranium fuel market and its critical role in the global energy landscape. Brought to you by Purepoint Uranium Group. Purepoint actively operates a portfolio of advanced uranium projects in the world's richest uranium district and has established partnerships with some of the largest uranium suppliers worldwide. While our passion for this subject is undeniable, it's essential to clarify that the information presented here is not investment advice. Instead, our goal is to offer an unbiased and comprehensive review of recent events that could impact uranium prices. Join us again next Tuesday for Uranium Spotlight.